CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Nasha Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look at today's top stories.
Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
And off the top, taking a live look outside on this Friday afternoon, a beautiful start to our weekend. Ivan, hopefully it carries through at least for just a bit.
Yeah, I think it'll carry through most of the weekend, Naja, here Saturday and Sunday, because that tropical wave we've been talking about, that's slowed down here, so I don't think it gets here until after sunset on Sunday. So it looks fantastic. It's humid and it's hot, but it's not going to be raining here, so there's that, and the breeze will help us out a little bit. It won't be too strong. 80s from top to bottom here. We feel, though, almost like we're in the 90s, and I think we'll hit those numbers Saturday and Sunday. The numbers are going to feel like the low 90s because the humidity's up. A couple of scattered showers that'll be moving in on the breeze, but that's about it. No significant moisture for now. There you see the numbers. 88 is what it feels like in Homestead. I haven't shown you this in a while, right? 90-degree weather. That's what it feels like in Marathon. That's the humidity, but the bulk of the moisture associated with Rafael, that's out of the picture here. So anything that gets over us here, and that'll be just a few isolated Atlantic showers that'll roll in. The other purple area is well east of us, and that won't arrive until Sunday evening, and that's when I'm expecting showers and even some thunderstorms to start getting going. That will include Monday. So if you have a 3-day weekend, Monday not looking so great, but at least we salvage most of it here with Saturday and Sunday looking great. Overnight temperatures in the 70s. Won't be much movement there. We'll have both weekend days in the mid-80s, and that rain chance on Sunday 30%, but again, that's going to be after sunset. So we're looking pretty good for tomorrow with a slight breeze out there. It's not going to be as gusty as we've had it. Isolated rain showers, and that is going to be the deal on Sunday as well until we get that wave moving in. But again, that doesn't happen now until Sunday night. It will hang out with us though through Monday. So for Veterans Day, we are going to see showers and even some thunderstorms, although coverage not absolutely widespread or anything like that. Next weather rain tracker, we continue again with the breeze off the water. There's Saturday morning. If you have plans outdoors, we're looking good. In the afternoon, you may get hit by a couple little sprinkles here, but rain chances about 10 to 20% at most. And then for Sunday, the difference again we'll spend most of the day with a lot of sunshine, and the cloud cover won't begin to increase until after 5 o'clock. And there you see some showers and even thunderstorms that will continue through Sunday night and for Monday as well. All right, tracking the tropics, we check in with Rafael here. That's going to dissipate over the Gulf of Mexico. National Hurricane Center has that happening over the next few days. It's not going to be anything by the time we get into Saturday, Sunday. And then there's that wave that I'm tracking for Sunday. That's the one that's going to increase our rain chances. So we'll go from 10, 20%, and then up to 40% for Veterans Day. And then a nice cool down. We're going to have to wait a while, but it'll get here with lower humidity and lower temperatures by late next week.
Ivan, thank you. We've got some breaking news. A California man has been arrested for a second time. Authorities say he was trying to get into Mar-a-Lago. 39-year-old Zijie Li faces a charge of trespassing. Authorities say Li tried to breach security at Mar-a-Lago several times. He was first given a trespassing warning in July. He claimed that he was trying to reach President-elect Trump to give him information that China was involved in that July assassination plot. CBS News Miami's Nakaya Carrero is in Mar-a-Lago. Look for her story tonight on CBS News Miami at 5. President-elect Trump is working with his transition team to map out his agenda. He's also assembling his picks for his cabinet, which include Florida Republicans. CBS News Miami's Nicole Skenga reports from the White House.
The Ice Maiden. We call her the Ice Maiden.
President-elect Donald Trump has chosen campaign manager Susie Wiles to be his White House chief of staff. Wiles becomes the first woman to ever serve in the post. Sources close to Trump tell CBS News' Robert Costa that Wiles is seen as smart and organized and someone who will not compete with Trump for attention.
Susie likes to stay in the background. She's not in the background.
Wiles is the first cabinet member pick in the new administration, but Trump is quietly working to fill other positions. CBS News has learned Trump is considering Florida Senator Marco Rubio and former Ambassador Richard Grenell for Secretary of State, while Fox News reports Senator Bill Hagerty is on the list, among others. Trump is also preparing details of his mass deportation plan for undocumented immigrants, a policy which some estimate could cost billions. Trump told NBC News, quote, "We have no choice. When people have killed and murdered, they're not staying here. There is no price tag." Trump previously vowed to begin carrying out the widespread deportations on his first day in office. Nicole Skanga, CBS News, the White House.
Trump says he may start his deportation plans in Springfield, Ohio. That's the city where he falsely claimed that migrants were eating the dogs and cats. Springfield has seen a large influx of Haitian migrants who have come to the country legally. Now at 4, a federal judge struck down a Biden administration program. The move was expected to impact at least 500,000 undocumented immigrants. The judge said the program violates immigration law. Texas and more than a dozen other Republican-led states, including Florida, sued over the program. The program would give work permits and deportation protections to undocumented immigrants who are married to American citizens and have lived in the U.S. for at least 10 years without committing serious crimes. The policy would also allow these immigrants to apply for permanent residency without first having to go back to their country. After 3 years, green card holders married to U.S. citizens can apply for citizenship. Justice Department can still appeal the ruling. CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor spoke to a South Florida woman married to an undocumented immigrant. Look for his report tonight on CBS News Miami at 5. And now to a developing story that we continue to follow, the HOA fraud investigation out of the hammocks. This afternoon, police announced an 8th arrest. Prosecutors say corrupt board members profited off homeowners while neglecting upkeep. Felony charges filed today against 63-year-old Jesus Q. Prosecutors say he acted as the controller and accounted for the hammocks HOA board. Q received $644,000 in payments during a 47-month period. CBS News Miami's Peter Dinch is at the scene. Look for his reports also coming up tonight on CBS News Miami. Federal authorities are looking into disturbing and racist text messages sent to Black students in America in at least 10 states. Many of these messages were sent to middle school and high school and college students, many referencing slavery. CBS News Miami's Adriana Diaz has more on this troubling story.
You have been selected to be a house slave at the Fieldview Farm Plantation. Be ready on Saturday, November 9th, 11 a.m. sharp.
This was the text message Latasha Nelson's 8th grade daughter, Jemiah, and her friend received while at home in Connecticut.
My daughter came down and showed me, I was like, wait a minute. I was angry. 1, disgusted. 2.
In at least 10 states across the nation, CBS News has learned that Black Americans have received anonymous, racist text messages similar to these. And while varying slightly, many of the messages read, "You have been selected to pick cotton or become a house slave at a plantation."
I felt scared, sad, kind of shaken by it.
Devereaux Adams lives in Atlanta and is a student at Western Governors University.
If this was not during the election, I probably would have laughed it off. But I don't know, it hit me different because of when it happened, and considering that I have multiple friends that got the same exact message, same exact tone, and some, they don't even know how these people got their first and last name, and they're telling people, "We know where you live." So it's like, whoa, this is not a prank. This is an actual threat.
Black students at several schools and universities have reported receiving the texts, and CBS News has verified that the texts were sent from numbers with area codes from at least 25 different states. Some through Text Now, which offers free phone numbers. In a statement, Text Now says it's learned that one or more of our accounts may have been used to send text messages in violation of our terms of service, adding it shut down the accounts as soon as it became aware.
Our ancestors died on plantations and lived lives and separated from their children. They didn't say they're coming to get all of us. They're saying, you talk about coming to get my child, right? Removing my child from me to bring her back to something that's not even legal, never going to happen. And how dare you even send it to her? How dare you even think that that's something that would be funny to anybody?
Our CBS News confirmed team was able to reach one of the people who sent one of those text messages from a Fort Wayne, Indiana area code. That person said the message was a prank before abruptly ending the call. The Federal Communications Commission is investigating along with state and local law enforcement, but it is still unclear who is behind this and how all the contact information was obtained. Adriana Diaz, CBS News, New York.
Violent clashes erupted overnight with Israeli soccer fans coming under attack in the Netherlands. CBS News Miami's Tina Kraus has the latest.
Soccer celebrations in the Netherlands' capital city turned to chaos Thursday night.
For the children. Free Palestine now!
This unverified social media video claims to be from Amsterdam, showing an Israeli soccer fan cowering on the ground, apparently terrorized. His attacker shouting, "For the kids, free Palestine." Police say anti-Semitic rioters actively sought out Israeli supporters to attack and assault them, sending several to the hospital. Authorities made dozens of arrests after a soccer game between a visiting Israeli team and a local club. But witnesses say there was violence before the game, too, and that police were too slow on the scene.
They came really late. They came too late.
Clashes broke out despite a ban on a pro-Palestinian demonstration near the soccer stadium, as Amsterdam's mayor feared hostilities would flare up between protesters and supporters of the Israeli club. Before the game, pro-Israel supporters chanted "Death to the Arabs." Others pulled down a Palestinian flag. The Dutch Prime Minister condemned the attacks on Israeli fans, calling them scandalous and reprehensible. Israel's Prime Minister is demanding the Dutch government take vigorous and swift action against those involved. Tina Kraus, CBS News.
Anti-hate organizations say anti-Semitism has surged across Europe and the U.S. since October 7th last year. That's when Hamas attacked southern Israel, killing 1,200 people. A raging wildfire in Southern California has already damaged or destroyed around 200 homes and burned more than 20,000 acres. Today, the wind has calmed down. That should give fire crews the upper hand. California's governor has declared a state of emergency in the area between L.A. and Santa Barbara. More than 2,000 firefighters are working tirelessly. They're trying to get people to safety while avoiding hot spots that could flare up. And that's your CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Nasha Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami, and have a great Friday.